Alright, Marty, this is my game recording update. Sorry about not getting it to you last night. I was changing things from up until 3 p.m. In the night, and I was a little too tired to do it then. So I've been going through a lot of iterations for the design process of my level, as you can hopefully see. I am kind of more just winging this last section, so it's kind of a little bit more freeform than what it was in my prototype, and thus the actual puzzle designs are still in the works. So where everything will go and what's going to happen where is still kind of up in the air, because I've been tossing around different ideas. Initially, what you see underneath this little gray area here, this part was I chopped off everything but this little section here, the last little gauntlet. But I didn't really necessarily enjoy that, so I think that the gameplay is a little bit nicer if just following this linear path. I think at the beginning of the game it's a little bit better for this horizontal structure because it encourages exploration, but once you've explored, I feel like that going for a more linear path keeps the player more focused. So I think that's what I'm going to try and implement. I actually like and part of the design with the ups and downs is just to play with whether it's more enjoyable for the player to go up or down in the end section. So I'll run through everything and let you kind of get a feel for where everything is. Real quick note, this building and this building here will have rooms that will be below this black box, and the player will just when they hit a collider, it will just trigger that, and then they'll go to the other section, play through the room, unlock the door, or unlock this door depending, and continue. But those triggers aren't working just yet. I have them implemented, just not working the way that they need to at the moment. My main focus has been kind of on the level layout and on getting all of the player functionality to work. So let's go ahead and play really quick. Don't want to ramble too long. So this is the player. I have an aiming mechanism. I can shoot, my projectile bounces, and it's based on the timer. And this will be used to solve puzzles, but some of the triggers for the puzzles aren't quite working just yet. These are test doors. I have them working, I just don't have them placed, and I don't have the conditions for unlocking different sections in place as well. This is an interactable text box, and it will be interactable by pressing right click, and there will be text that displays this, but this isn't functioning right now, so I'll need to fix that. These are blocks, and you can push them. There will be puzzles with triggers that I need to update. This is my enemy. I don't have the patrolling scripts implemented yet, but it will chase. It damages on collision, and I can shoot it. And yeah, so let's go into the actual level. So you'll start off here and go across this first little bridge. If I fall in the hole, I will be warped back with a missing health. And then just to kind of prove that we die, I just have a simple game over and restart script. So it'll restart me here. And there will be stuff that's more fancy later on, but at the moment I don't feel the need to focus on that just yet. So that will be a focus. This first little section is where I'm just getting the bare bones for all my functionality going. So you can push this block, get on this platform, and then ride it over to the first puzzle. This one unlocks something. You can shoot here, and you will hit the trigger, which is not operational at the moment, but is there. The second puzzle for this area was pushing this block, and then pushing this block to establish a trigger, but it looks like that nav mesh needs to be updated with obstacles. I didn't know that, so that's good. And you can battle the enemies, and it looks like that I am only doing so hot against my bad guys, so maybe more to do there. There's an entrance to this building here, and like I said, that will have a trigger for later. I can shoot them through the walls, and that's a problem. So yeah, you'll progress. You'll have to do something in this room. The first puzzles unlock this door. The second puzzle, if you try and just circumvent the building, you won't be able to open this door, so that's where that goes. And then you have to go and do the building in order to progress. Up until this point, it's mainly just about movement and navigation. Here it will be a combat arena. I don't have it functioning yet. It'll probably just be a wave spawner for a lot of small enemies and then a few big ones, and this is where you get the ricochet shot. This area right here is kind of a fast track. If you ever want to go back, there's a log over there that you can't see that you can use to get back across the level. And I just realized that it's difficult to see where this particular platform is, so I had no trouble doing this earlier, but placement for this is an issue. Cheat some of the blocks I can walk on, so we'll just navigate over here. So this particular section is where you would go after you fight the mini boss, and you would come down this section from here. So you would be over this way, and so then you would realize that there's not anything over there, or maybe that's where the upgrade is, and then you would come over here. And this is kind of like the final gauntlet. I don't know about that little bouncing thing on the way down. I'm gonna have to figure out why my controller is doing that. And then you'll do more platforming, do something in this building to unlock this path, probably to unlock the platform to be able to move. And then you come over here, and placement needs to be a little bit better for this particular object, it looks like. And then you go up this path, and hopefully get on top of here. This would be able to be pushed down to form a bridge in case you wanted to backtrack faster. And then these are not placed correctly, but there would be a room here that you would have to navigate and problem solve. And then you would go over here, and you would go on top of this platform once it's unlocked up here, kind of have a final wave of enemy interactions, and then you would face the final boss here. So that's basically the gameplay, there will be a lot of puzzles with the ricochet shots, because I think that this is one of my more promising features, and I'm going to have variants, but right now it was just about getting everything functional. So this is where I am at the moment, and I hope to have a more clear path for, and then functioning triggers for all of my different systems by the playtest tomorrow. So hopefully that wasn't too much of a ramble, and you have a good sense of what I'm going for, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.